Yeah, not so much of an NFL background for myself as others that I've been around or being able to. But as much as the portal has changed things, it's still about acquiring the best talent. And how can you acquire the best talent? Because you want to field that best roster each and every year after that. So if there's someone who's overly available that can improve your roster and you have space to do it, we want to make sure we can.
How long do you get to enjoy today before you go right back to work?
Oh, I mean, today's over. Let's get on to the class of 25 and close out some of the 24 that we still have left to do.
Thanks, Darrick.
Thank you.
In terms of the philosophy that you have, the right players to bring in, how do you think the coaching staff and yourself have executed this year?
Yeah, excited about the group and just the character and the hearts that they have on top of the players that they already are. The play speaks for itself, but just the character and how they're made up, how they're wired. Excited about this group and even the compliments that we've gotten around town and even the medical center when they were there. Hey, this is the best group of recruits that we've ever had here. Just excited for what the impact that they're going to make on and off the field here in Dover.
When it comes to the evaluation of a candidate or a player, whether they're a junior in high school, maybe even earlier in the process, how do you go about it? How do you choose who's right from Florida State to whittle that list down to a shorter list until they get committed?
Well, the evaluation never stops even when they are committed, right? And so you're constantly evaluating because you want to be in that constant state of improvement. And so if there's something that does occur, whether it's football related, character related, intelligence related, whatever it may be, you always want to be evaluating, and you're always evaluating your current roster as well because you have to be in that constant state of improvement. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stagnant. And so it's not just one thing like, hey, they're committed, here we go, we're done evaluating. No, we're always looking and always making sure they remain the best fit that's available for us right at that point.
Did you envision that it would be this fluid of a process this often in this era of college football, maybe even 5 years ago?
Definitely not 5 years ago that it's this fluid. Maybe not even 3 years ago that would you envision just how much movement there is. And the calendar's gotten so condensed that we're trying to fit everything within, a couple weeks. You have the contact period, the transfer portal, your own roster retention, your own recruiting for a couple classes. But, at the same time, it's fun. You're never going to have a dull moment, and you have to enjoy it a little bit too.
Somebody asked you, what did Florida State bring into the Noles conference football program? What kind of class is this? How good is it?
Yeah, a class that our fan base and our boosters can be proud of and our university can be proud of in the sense of not just the players on the field, but who they're going to represent off the field and how they're going to do it. They're going to do things the right way. They're going to absolutely work their butts off, and they're going to have fun doing it. They're not going to be afraid of any confrontation, bit of work at all.
You mentioned it before, the work never stops. So at what point do you focus on has it already begun today?
We have been focusing on the portal, so it's not just you're trying to duly balance those, but we're always evaluating. Again, we want to attract and get the best fit that can help us at the very next year and multiple years after that. So if there's someone who's the best fit, whether it's from the portal, JUCO, high school, we want to make sure that we bring that person into the program.
I'm curious, without giving away trade secrets, but like when somebody enters the portal and it becomes known and it's fair game, how does one in your position become aware of that? Is there somebody on call at all times for all parts of the day in case something like that happens? As much as you can share.
Yeah, we have different alerts built in. We have members on our staff, Michael Zerby, Jeremy Smith, Chuck Canner, John Garrett, Justin Krause, all part of the evaluation. Our high school relations staff with Ryan Bartow, Kewan Ratliff, Gerard Ross, making sure that they're keeping their ears low to the ground. So every bit of information, you're just trying to collect as much information you can, and that way you can make the best decision from there about who's going in. But once they're in, what is the plan of attack? Why did they go in? And how can you make sure that they're necessarily going to be a great fit for us too? Because it's one thing to get a great player, but you don't want to get the great player wrong. You want to make sure that they're coming for the right reasons, coming for the right fit, and they care about the right things, so they mesh well with the current locker room, the current team you have existing.
It's often been said that when a player enters the portal, that Florida State was the first to call. Is that a point of pride?
I think so. We want to be first to act, and it's the old John Wooden quote: "Be quick, but don't hurry." Right, and so just evaluation. That's why it's to go into evaluation never stops either. Yes, sir.